Hey, this is Marlon from marlonmcpherson.com, and inside this video I want to show you how to edit or create pages and posts inside WordPress using either the default WordPress editor or the Divi theme. Okay, so here we are inside one of my demo websites, and we are looking at the dashboard. And over in the menu, what we want to do is take a look at pages first. So I'm going to go ahead and click on pages. And that's going to load up all the pages that's currently available on my website. So as you can see, I have 3 pages available here, and I'm going to go ahead and just click on the home page. That's going to load up the page and give me a couple of options here. Now, because I have the Divi theme installed and I actually created this home page with Divi, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to edit this page or bring up the information around the page using Divi. So before I do that, you can see that it's giving me the option here to click edit with Divi or the Divi builder. And up here in the top left, you can see it says return to default editor. Now this is the standard WordPress editor in Gutenberg here. And if I was to click on here, it would basically wipe out whatever I've done in Divi. So if you've got a page that's designed using the Divi page builder, do not click on that one there unless you want to start from scratch and just delete everything that's on the settings that's on Divi. So I'm going to go ahead and click on edit with the Divi builder, and that's going to basically load up the page in the front end of the site. And this is just one of multiple ways in which you can access the page, so you can edit it. Another way is to go directly to the page and then you click to edit with your Divi page builder up in the top section here. Now, as you can see, I have these things flashing up on screen, these little boxes and icons. This is indicating to me that we're in the edit mode. And all these items here are indicating different sections. The purple one here is the header section of this site, and this is a special Divi module. If I was to click on it here with the little gear icon, you can see it gives you the section settings here, and I can go in here and change multiple settings, such as the background. Right now this is the color, but if you click on any of these tabs here, it gives you different options. So for example, that one would be a background image if I wanted to. However, this background image that you can see is not being pulled in from the section. It's a little bit different here with this particular section in Divi. It's a special header section. What you want to do is go to where it shows you the gray little icon here, or toolbar, and you want to click on the settings there. This is for the actual text and background and so on of this particular module. So you can see that I've brought up the text information, and I can go ahead and click in there and start just editing. And as you can see, I'm editing this line of text here. Now I can do it here, or I can edit it directly on screen if I click in that section and just click backspace here. I don't want to keep those changes, so I'm just going to use my undo, which I'm doing on my keyboard, Command Z. Or if it's on a Windows computer, I think that's Control Z. So let's type in consulting and just put that back as it was. And I'm going to just add the word test there, so you can see that it's come up there. And to keep those changes, at least temporarily, you click the tick box here in the green with the green background. And as you can see, it's now closed out of that icon or that tool option. And to save the entire settings, what you want to do is come down to this purple circle here. This gives you the page settings, the overall page settings. And over here on the right hand side, there's a save button. This is what you need to click on and give it some time to process as you're working online. Typically, this takes a little while to save. So just give it a few seconds until it stops spinning. And as you can see, we've gotten that tick there to say it's completed. So if we wanted to edit something else on this page, for example, we wanted to swap out this image here. This is an image module inside Divi. So again, if you hover over the items, you'll be able to see that same toolbar there for the menu, settings menu, and so on. And you have to be aware of which one you're actually bringing up. The ones currently, the color code is in this green or aqua color here, is for the actual overall row. So this is a row, but we want the actual module inside the rows. So right now we have two columns inside this row, and the image is inside the left one. So we want to go into the settings. It's always the gear icon, and as you can see, it comes straight to where the image setting is, and you can go ahead and click that image to swap it out. Now, to swap out an image, as you can see, it's brought me to a library area, the media library of WordPress. Because I have all these images already on the website, I can literally just click on one of them and just say upload an image, even though it's not really uploading it. It's basically just changing it from my gallery. And I can say accept there by clicking the tick. And now you can see that's a new image. Of course, if I want to save the page, I'll go ahead and click save down the bottom again in the bottom right. However, if there's an image that I don't have on my website yet in the gallery and I need to upload it, you would go back to the gallery section here and just click the upload and click select a file and navigate to wherever the file is on your computer. So I'm not going to do this in this case. Now that we've changed that image, let's show you how to just change the text here without having to go into the settings. So literally you can point and click on screen. Now, all you got to do is use this as you would with any standard text editor. You can backspace or type whatever you want in. You can highlight something here. Sometimes it's a little bit fiddly when you highlight some text. It gives you some pop-up options here. I can go ahead and format it, say bold, or I can underline it, or I can create a link. You'd have to put the link URL in there. And I can go into the text settings, some quick text settings to change the font or what type of text it is, and so on here. I don't want to keep any of those changes. It's just to show you really, you can change the color of that particular item that you've highlighted as well. As you can see, I've changed it to green. You can barely see it. I can change it to a dark medium blue, which is a bit more prominent, or a red. You can see that clearly. And that applies some nice some styling options there that you have available to you right there without going into some deep settings. So pretty much that's the basics of editing with Divi. Now, if you weren't already in your dashboard and you wanted to edit a page, I'm going to go ahead and exit by clicking up here just to show you what that will look like. And if you've noticed here, you can see it's giving me a prompt to say I need to either save or discard. I don't want to save those changes, so I'm going to say discard, but you would just save and exit if you wanted to keep your changes. So now it's going to come out of edit mode with this particular page here. And now the page is not editable. It's just a standard page. You can see that test, I left it in there. So you can see that obviously it saved everything, and that's the image that we swapped out. Actually, I did not save that. So it didn't keep that change. But let's say you're on the page, any page that you're on that was made by Divi, you'll always see the enable visual builder up here. Or even if it wasn't, you might sometimes see it there as well, but you don't want to, like I said, edit a page with Divi if it wasn't necessarily created with Divi. But for the most part, the way I build my sites, I create them with the pages with Divi, and I typically use the standard editor that comes with WordPress for the blog posts. So you can just go ahead and enable Visual Builder, which is the Divi Builder. And we're going to go back to where we were basically, and you can carry out whatever edits you want to edit or carry out. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove. Just make sure you get the icon flashing there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and I'm going to change this text, sorry, this image here. I don't want to upload anything. I'm going to go to my media library because I'm going to swap it for this one here, and click on upload and a tick. Now I can go ahead and save it. You can also do Command S or Control S if you're on Windows to save instead of actually coming down and clicking in the bottom right. And once this is done, I can go ahead and exit. And there you go. That's how you actually edit the page using the Visual Builder with Divi. So currently we don't have any blog posts on here, and to see the blog posts, all you would do is click on posts. However, to add one, you could just go ahead and hit the add new button, and that's going to load up the dialog to ask you to enter a title. So this is going to be a test post. And I do not edit do not create my blog posts typically with the Divi Builder, simply because Divi is more for design and it gives you a lot more options that you probably don't want to use for a blog post. So for blog posts, I rather concentrate on the content, which is around text or any images that's on the page. And therefore, it's easier to just use the default editor, which is what I just clicked on there. And literally you can point and click and start typing in here. And this is the standard WordPress editor. Let's just get rid of some of the clutter there. Now with the default editor, it's called Gutenberg, by the way. There are these blocks that you can add. So this is a text block at the moment. This is a title block, and this is a paragraph block. And I can add an additional block down here. And you have some options. For example, if you want to add an image, you can go ahead and click the image block, and then you can go to the media library and select an image and add that straight into the post. If you wanted to add an additional block, let's say, what do we want? A video. We can type in video, start typing, and it will come up. Here's where you can, I would suggest not uploading a video, but you can embed or insert a video by just putting in the URL here, for example, a YouTube video, and so on. Now, once you've completed what you need to do, you can either save as draft if you're not quite ready to publish it yet. And we can hit the preview button just here to see exactly what that would look like on the front end. And basically, this is the post that we've just created here. And if you have comments switched on, which I do currently, anyone that has is able to leave a comment here just comes in and type a comment, and you'll be able to see them show up in the comments, on the comments in the menu area just here. And of course, if you wanted to publish that live, then you go ahead and hit the publish button by just hitting that there, and you confirm. And that is now your blog post link. You can go straight to the post by hitting the view post button. And right now this is inside your regular content, your blog posts. Now the same thing applies if you wanted to create a new page. You can just go to add new, and you can do it from here as well. And you'll be able to create your page. Let's call this one test page. And you have a choice. You can do it with the default editor or with Divi, but I'm going to click on use Divi Builder. And of course, it's going to open up the standard Divi Builder. And here you have the options of either building a page from scratch, or you can clone an existing page, or you can use a pre-made layout that comes from the Divi library. And I'm not going to really do much with it, but I'm going to go say start building from scratch, and it brings you straight into a section here where you can add a row. And here you have all the modules that you can potentially add to your page. Now this is beyond the scope of this video to show you how to actually design pages, but I just wanted to show you how you can create a page. And but just quick and simply, if you wanted to add a text module, you can search for it by typing text. And as you can see, it's there. I just clicked on it and it brings me into the text editor section here. And you can actually just type in the text here, or you can do it on page as before, where we did the editing, same as before. If this video has been helpful, go ahead and share it with someone. And also, if you've got any questions, feel free to leave me a comment if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can reach out to me over on my website, marlonmcpherson.com. Thank you for watching.